Hey guys, Unclejona here, back with a beer review, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. Feeling a little bit worse for wear today, even though I have been at work. I was up in London yesterday, and yeah, did some work, and then had a couple of beers. And yeah, when when I say a couple, I mean nine. So yeah, it was a few, but it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of Wetherspoons Beer Festival, which started yesterday. And yeah, I didn't plan it. It just came to fruition that it started on the day that I was up in town, and yeah, had a few too many. And weirdly, the Wetherspoons in St Pancras Station, I asked for thirds, but they wouldn't give me thirds. For some unknown reason, they couldn't do thirds, which is weird because that's a thing about Wetherspoons. The vault, yeah, the one at the bottom of the escalators in St Pancras Station. So, as a result, that's 4.5 beers because I had halves instead of thirds. So, it did get a little bit kind of messy. Although 4.5 pints isn't too bad in the 2 hours that I was there. I was knocking them back and yeah, regretting it slightly today. But anyway, you don't want to hear about that. But if you get the chance, go to your local Wetherspoons. I know. Don't tell me because I know some people do not like Wetherspoons at all. But during the season of the Real Ale Festival, Wetherspoons is good to us, and I've been going to their festivals for years. 93, I think, was the first Wetherspoons Beer Festival I went to. So that's getting on for 30 years. Holy shit. Anyway, it's good. Try it out. Anyway, today we are back in the Holland. We are looking at this beer. So let me hold that up, and hopefully it will focus on this bad boy. It is Kiora New Zealand IPA at 5.5%, and it is from the guys at Frontaal. They're in Holland. They are in the south of the country, near Breda, which is near the Belgian border. And this little, I don't know if that's meant to be a dude or a woman, but it looks like Dara. Do you remember Dara or Daria? She always used to wear that kind of hat, but she's looking out through the undergrowth at us. Um, and Kiora. And for people that live in the UK, will remember Kiora used to be a soft drink. Um, it's not for crows, for just me and my dog. Indeed, it doesn't give us too much information. There's no IBUs on here. It doesn't tell you what the hops are. Although if it's New Zealand, it's going to have some of those Antipodean or oceanic hops in the new school style. So I'm expecting this to be a hazy bad boy. Yeah, New Zealand IPA. So Shamon to you guys in New Zealand. I've got a few friends over there, so if you're still watching me, guys, Shamon from Unclejona to the New Zealand. Not much out of the can, but let's get this into a tasting glass and we shall see what we get. 5.5. It's going to cheer me up after a day at workies. Quite liking my work at the moment. So let's try and get this in focus. There we go. So is that going to focus there and then tilt my head to the side in that way that I do. Boom. Kiora. Actually, it looks a bit like Kiora, a bit lighter than Kiora, and It is cloudy, although right at the bottom, can you see my finger? No. Little bit probably clearer in the room than on film. Headwise, under a finger, and that is disappearing quite quickly, but it's a lovely white colour. But that is definitely not going to hang around for long. Let's swirl this for a little bit, try and get some aromatics in there. Whoa. Ooh. I was going to say Simcoe, but it isn't. It's something else. And it's got that kind of, it keeps changing. It's definitely fruity, so this is going to be a kind of juicy one, I think. But it's got that kind of white, grapey type thing as well. Interesting. The aroma on this bad boy is something. Well, it's obviously a combination of hops. I don't think this is a single hop, but it doesn't give too much away. So I would be very interested to see what's in this bad boy. Anyway, cheers and beers, guys. If you can do, get down to the beer festival tonight. Pick up some beers. The turnover is pretty quick, and the only downside is I can't use the app anymore because it won't work on my phone, which is a shame. I should get a new phone. I know. Yeah, you don't have to tell me because I know. Cheers and beers. Well, I'm halfway through at 6 minutes in or 7 minutes in. Click like and subscribe because you know your Uncle John will get you lots of Christmas presents if you do so. So, Shamon to you guys. Oh, wow. That is very zesty. My God. And it's like a kind of a grapefruit zestiness. Um, wow, but very pith-like. So that's very bitter, but in a fruity way, not in a hoppy way. My goodness, that is pretty crazy. So, have we got anything else in there? No, water, malt, hops. Doesn't say it's got yeast in it, but I imagine it's definitely going to have yeast in it. Yeah, but no other information at all. Bit of a shame, but yeah. Wow, it's almost lemony. It's but like sharp, zingy lemon pith. And weirdly, my lips are kind of sticking together a bit, and that indicates there's a lot of residual sugars in here. And if that's the case, this was a lot more bitter to start with. Wow. Just wow. Ridiculous. Um, I would not call this a tropical fruit bomb. This is definitely a juicy, zesty, yeah, like grapefruit. If you like grapefruit juice, or if you like eating, some people like eating grapefruit for breakfast, um, you'll probably like this beer. It's a bit too much for me. Um, yeah, a bit too on the sour side, but brewed nicely. There's a touch of maltness in the end, but to be honest, because it's so zesty, um, yeah, weird. And it's weird that it's in the south of Holland, or the Netherlands, I should say, very close to the border with Belgium. But it's not like a European style at all. Very bizarre. Although you do get some quite zesty Belgium white beers or hefts and stuff like that, although that's more German. Or wit beers perhaps is better, but they're not that zesty. My God. Yeah, so this, I guess, yeah, is what you would call a juicy IPA. I have absolutely, I mean, I've got no idea what hops go into this bad boy. For a change, I can't even guess because it does taste reasonably hoppy. 5.5, I think it was. Yeah, 5.5 on the percentage. So it's okay, definitely within IPA region, but well, carb too. It's not like a double dry hop or something, or you know, those more heavily alcoholed beers. But wow, this is just zesty as a motherfucker. Am I enjoying it? Yes. Would I buy a case of these? No. Would I try it when I'm in a bar? Yeah, I might have this again. Frontaal, I think it was. Brasserie or brewery. Yeah, Brouwerij Frontaal with that F thing, F bomb in there. One of the beers, or some of the beers I tried last night were from Daya, and holy Jesus, they make some mighty fine beers. There you go. That is a full frontal. Yeah, one of those beers that you have every so often, and you go, "Wow, this is different to anything else." Yeah, Shamon. Mm. I don't think I'd have it again. This particular beer, and it's a part of the Let's Party ferment from the Beer 52 catalogue. So they have actually sent me a message saying um, there is 20% off in their shop, and I have a special code. So if you would like something like that, then get in touch. It's only for 48 hours. So if you want to, yeah, make use of that, let me know. I do have some tickets left, some golden tickets, giving you a chance. Well, actually, not a chance, but giving you free beers for a month. And if you stay for 2 months on the Beer 52, then I get some free beers as well. But I'm up for just giving you free beers. I don't care because I'm not going to use it. Um, yeah, reading away at this magazine, and it doesn't actually give too much away with regards to this particular beer. Guys, there's been Unclejona drinking very strange Dutch beers, so you don't have to. If you find yourself in Holland and you want to drink some beers, because believe it or not, some people do go to Holland and drink beers. It's not just for other things. It's not just for putting your finger into a dike or two. Some people drink beers. And why not? When in Holland, do what you want. Yes, man, nice. You can do what you want when you're in Holland. That's a terrible accent. But anyway, this has been your loving Unclejona. Drinking some beers. We'll be back tomorrow. It's the weekend coming up, thank God. And yeah, we'll be drinking more beers. And hopefully, I'll have recovered from this horrendous hangover that I've got. But those of you going out at the weekend and going to the beer festival, it is on for a good week and a bit. So 12th to the 23rd. So what's that? A week and a half? If you're going out to the beer festival, take care. Don't drink too many all in one go. Take advantage of the thirds. That is Unclejona's advice to you. If you're not sure, have a third of a pint, or have 3/3, and then you can have a pint, but you're tasting the different beers. Find one you like. Guess what you're going to do? Order a pint of that bad boy. It's just a shame, and this is another thing. I mean, if Wetherspoons are listening, and Tim, if you are there, why don't you bring back the beer festival glasses that you used to have? You used to have some fantastic Wetherspoons branded glasses, and I've got one in the shed because I'm saving it. Almost 30 years old. I'm going to bring it out next year for the 30th anniversary, and fuck me, I'll probably drop it on the ground. But yeah, why don't you have the branded glasses anymore? There used to be, and I don't know where this is. I think it's in a box at my parents' house. I have a T-shirt they used to give away, or no, you used to be able to buy the T-shirts. I think if I remember rightly, I bought the pint glass and I bought the T-shirt as well for the beer festival. Why not do that anymore? I think it was a brilliant idea. Absolutely genius. Anyway, guys, you're probably fed up with my voice now. We'll see you tomorrow. Gonna drink some more beer. Shamon to you all, and Unclejona loves each and every one of you. Shamon.